The fable of the Gordian knot is a story from Greek mythology that tells how Alexander the Great solved a seemingly unsolvable problem. And boy, do we need an Alexander the Great right now. For at least 3 decades, the political classes in Montgomery County have been trying to solve the impossible problem of a lack of affordable housing. Cary, the Montgomery County Council is considering zoning text amendment 2502, which would allow duplexes, triplexes, and even small apartment buildings in what has traditionally been single family zones. Is this a needed step toward housing affordability or a threat to community character and infrastructure?
I would argue that this is the farthest thing from affordable housing that you could possibly do. Uh, you know, they are basically trying to put the new housing on our main quarters, and that's a debate. What does that mean? It's about 24 main quarters: Georgia Avenue, Connecticut Avenue, Wisconsin. University Boulevard, on and on and on. These are traditionally the home of naturally occurring affordable housing, the most affordable housing in the county, and we are uprooting these people, displacing these people, tearing down these properties and building, exceptionally large, multiplex housing. And the issues affect your air quality, they affect water imperviousness and flooding. We've just lived through a week of extreme heat island effect, and it goes on and on and on. And today we've got 2 out of 3 members of the council, Housing and Planning Committee, that are going full steam ahead with this housing. And really, and Stacey could actually go into more detail on this, the housing that they want to build, for example, in Chevy Chase and Bethesda, they're going to uproot these $1 million, small homes and build $2 to $3 million, condos in its place. How is that affordable? How is that attainable? How is that workforce? I'm
let's
sorry.
go to Stacey on this, because Stacey, critics claim that the zoning text amendment will incentivize the demolition of naturally affordable housing. And how do we balance increasing supply with preserving existing affordability, but also existing character to the neighborhoods?
Casey, this is a really bad approach to what we have to say. Is it a real housing crunch, or is it a policy-induced squeeze? Now, I think I mentioned to you once before that I went to a community meeting where Artie Harris, the chair of the planning board, was there. And I asked him directly in front of the room that, whether or not he thought it was, he thought it was unjust for people to be earning equity on their homes in Montgomery County the way that they are. And he made it abundantly clear, yes, that he resented it. And so this, to me, is more about shuffling the demographic makeup of neighborhoods across the county rather than creating more accessible or affordable housing. And so the last census in Montgomery County between 2010 and 2020 showed an increase of about 110,000 people, and which is a lot for a suburban area that's mostly built up already. What they need to be doing is not going to this extreme, but reducing or bringing back some of the restrictions on housing as it is to make it a little easier to build in certain locations. My concern about this particular issue is that if we allow this to happen, that the tentacles from this will reach farther and farther out into districts that they were not supposed to touch because they can. The other thing that we have to talk about that goes unaddressed a lot of the times is that we are a sanctuary county, and we have a surge in undocumented immigrants here that have pushed up the level for entry-level housing.
All right, Stacey, I appreciate the comment. We're running out of time here because I want to get to Cary on this. Cary, this may be the first time in world history that I've agreed with Mark Elrich because he opposes this bill. Is he going to veto the bill, and is it going to be overridden?
The question is it veto proof? And the fact of the matter is, this is all about nothing, because we have over 30,000 housing units already approved in the pipeline, ready to build. There isn't a need for additional housing, not today. There is a need for affordable housing, and this proposal is the farthest thing from affordable housing that we could possibly do. And you want to know something? Follow the money. Look at
All
the
right, well,
candidates.
I want to give Stacey the last word on this. Stacey, the group Epic of MoCo claims that there are 100,000 housing that could be developed under current zoning laws that would be more affordable than this plan that's going to blow up our neighborhoods.
So that's according to Kim Prasad, who is the organizer for that particular group. And I don't deny for a second anything that Kim Prasad says. She's a very articulate and intelligent woman. She's been following this issue for a long time, and I think she's right.
Thank you, Stacey.